be something.
Not meeting you.
Oh, you twat. I walked into that. No,
I'm joking.
Take it back.
This episode is sponsored by Yorkshire Tea. This is where we store the motorhome, thanks to Mr. Cassidy and Island Fuels. We'll have a look in there in a minute. But the kids have come to see the motorhome for the first time, haven't we?
Yeah.
Should we go have a look?
Yeah! This is good!
Go on, kids. Go on. In you go.
What do we think?
Oh.
What do you think? Oh!
Is it cool?
Oh, we've got a cupboard!
I know. Be careful, there's a few screws sticking out here, so be careful. Don't pull them out. I've took some bits off. What do you reckon, Bigger? Toilet.
Beautiful.
Beautiful. First, we're going to have a look inside Mr. Cassidy's unit. Had a bit of spring cleaning today, mate.
Always spring cleaning. Yeah, well, the man's spring.
I said spring, it's not quite spring. Getting a bit of a paint job. She's like brand new now. It's like we'll be here all day, won't we, to be fair? This is where Island Fuel or eSIM, what's the team called? eSIM Go?
So it's Island Fuel, so the My Bikes.
Yep.
But we're sponsored by eSIM Go, which is the main title sponsor and fueled by Island Fuels.
There we go, eSIM Go by Island Fuels. Believe it or not, this is the Fireblade iRace at the Southern that Paul's going to do 130 mile an hour on this year at the TT.
36.
136, oh sorry, that's it. He's going to do 136. He's going big. He's go big or go home.
Yeah.
This is R6. It's actually for sale, isn't it, at the minute, I think?
That's for sale at the moment, yeah.
R6 for sale. So if anyone fancies a good R6, give him a shout. Vicky, are you on brew duty?
The maid, they're ready to go.
Where's the brews? Vicky's on the brews. Office here. Oh, look at this. Sealy 500. Classic bike, good to go. What's the plan then, Vicky? What's the plan for this vlog? Go on.
Q&A.
Q&A.
Let's have a proper brew and a sit down and a chat. Do you like that then?
Riveting.
Yeah.
Do you like that?
It's going to be riveting. Recording? There you go. Hey everyone, here we are. Actually, believe it or not, we're in the Isle of Man. We're at Balthane Industrial Estate, believe it or not. We're outside Mr. Cassidy's Island Fuels. It's where he's kindly let me put my new motorhome. But talking of fuel, massive shout out for this video to Yorkshire Tea, because they sent me a nice little card through the post, and on the back it says, Dean, some proper brews to keep you well fueled, the Yorkshire Tea team. So massive thank you and a big shout out to Yorkshire Tea for sending us the lovely tea bags through the post. So we've got a brew on the go, and because they said get fueled, we're outside Island Fuel, so we thought it all tied in quite well. So basically what we're going to do is, we asked on social media if anyone's got any questions for me to ask, what they'd like to ask me, and then whatever they'd like to ask me, I will give you the answers to my best ability. So Vicky is going to be the interviewer, I'm the interviewee, so she's got a list of questions that you've all put on social, so I'm going to try and answer them to my best ability, obviously. And I'll be honest with you, I don't even know what the questions are, because she's kept it a secret from me, because she says it'd be more of a surprise if I keep it a secret, so I might as well hand it over to her.
I do want him to have time to be able to think of a good answer. Like, we want to get to nitty gritty stuff, don't we? So I thought we'd loosen you up by doing a quick fire 5 set of questions and ask you 5. Like, pick one.
Right, go on, right, okay.
Right, here we go. You ready?
Yep.
We'll get the gist after the first one. Yorkshire Tea or Tetley?
Yorkshire Tea.
Red or green?
Green.
Superbike or 600?
Level playing field.
No, you can't fall into this. Superbike 600. Come on, bam.
For TT or short circuit?
Ain't it? Stop overthinking it. Superbike 600.
Superbike.
TT win or BSB championship win?
Championship win.
Yeah.
I'll take a senior.
Yeah, Tommy Bridewell or Kyle Ride?
Well, Kyle Ride won.
No!
What do you mean?
Tommy Bridewell, Kyle Can't ride.
Oh, I'm not. I can't. That's a tough
No. This is the nitty gritty. We're setting the tone. Come on.
I don't answer that because I feel
Fire.
rude. No, that's rude. That I can't pick one, can I? Tommy's in my team, right? So I quite like Tommy, and I like Kyle. So it's like
impartial. We don't want these answers, guys,
impartial.
do we? We want to know.
I have a mutual respect for both riders.
See how this one goes. First off, nice and easy. How do I get a career in road racing, and how do I get noticed?
As in TT racing.
Yeah, road racing.
Right.
Not from circuit, because obviously you didn't start circuit.
Yeah,
so it'd be unfair for you to answer
right,
that.
for you to get into road racing, genuinely, it's a little bit different now because you've got to do a flag course, you've got to do an ACU race day, like a test day, I think, to qualify for the licence. But basically, to qualify to go road racing for the TT or the Northwest, for example, you've got to have a national grade licence. So, bear in mind, don't quote that. This is what I'm sure this is the way to do it. You've got to do 10 race meetings at 3 or 4 different tracks to get your clubman licence from the novice, which is what you start on. Once you have your clubman licence, you've then got to do another 10 race meetings at another 3 or 4 different tracks, and then you've got to finish, I think, within a certain position of the front of the race to show your level of riding capability, I think, let's say. And then you'll get your national licence. Then you have to hold your national licence for the minimum of 1 year before you can put the entry in to qualify for, let's say, the Northwest or the TT. But then, obviously, to get the entry for the TT, I think you've got to have a bit more, you've got to have done, let's say, the Northwest or the Southern, or you've got to have a good level of riding with the national licence to qualify to go race there. So, yes, it is a bit of a lengthy process, but the reason behind that is obviously you need to have a certain level of riding, certain sort of amount of riding behind
Experience.
you. Yeah, that's the word I look for. You've got to have a certain level of experience, obviously, before you set off down Braille, which, to be fair, I think it is a good idea. So, anyway, yeah.
Yeah, and how would you get noticed?
How would you get noticed?
Teams don't just go for
to get
P1 like
No, they do. I think not. No, they don't. No, to get noticed at the TT, obviously it's results based. So your first year, you just enjoy it. You don't even worry about things like just go and ride your bike and smile all the way around. But no, to get noticed is obviously
it's your work ethic as well.
No, it's just results based, I think, and I've been respectful, basically.
What is your favourite road bike?
Favourite road bike?
Yeah.
Ooh.
What would you pick?
Oh, I've got to be careful here, haven't I?
No, you don't.
Honestly, genuinely, if I were going to ride a road bike now, and I were going to, I'll be honest, I quite like touring. I've done quite a bit of touring. The last touring bike I had, I'm not going to lie, it was a BMW GS 1200. But obviously now I'd choose an Africa Twin to go touring on because I think the Honda's definitely the one to choose.
Right. Favourite BSB track?
Alton Park, I'd say is my favourite BSB track, but I also love Cardwell. Brands GP is another fantastic track. Track I don't like, I might as well throw that in there whilst on the subject. I'm not a massive fan of Snetterton, it's a bit flat for my liking. I like the ups and downs of the track, so Alton, Cadwell and Brands GP are definitely my 3 top picks.
So another one BSB related. How do you feel about switching from the Superbike to the 600?
Honestly, I quite enjoyed the change, to be fair. I love riding the little 600. The little CBR is, I keep saying it's like the ultimate track bike for you to ride a motorbike if you're doing track days, road riding. It's unbelievable little machine, and you ride it where the Superbike rides you, as I keep saying. But no, I really enjoy it, and I'm actually looking forward this year for doing a full season on the Super Sport bike, so I'm ready to go. Yeah,
because you did jump in.
Yeah, I jumped halfway through the season this year.
The results were still brilliant.
No, the results were good. We're top 6 most weekends, so we need to get the podium this time, don't we?
That's the plan. So, how did it feel not having a stock bike for the Northwest, and did it make you lose confidence for then the TT?
See, the question were wrong there, because I had a stock bike for the Northwest. I didn't have a super bike for the Northwest or a super sport bike.
Get him off the field! That was diabolical! Get him off the field! That's just typical what it is! Get him walking!
But no, honestly,
do you want me to re-ask it?
No, it's alright. We'll leave this in the video. I've just corrected it for her. I'll get a bollocking for that later. But no, honestly, the Northwest, all in all, results-wise, I think were great. We had superbike podiums, super stock podiums.
Papa John?
Yeah, John got the podium. We had a couple of little mechanicals, but to say the bike's a brand new motorbike, we was a little bit behind, it says, in preparing with new bikes and things coming late, but hey, that's such as life, so we'd basically made the most of what we had, and all in all, I think it was a successful week.
But did it make you lose confidence for the TT? Because you've got to see it from an outsider's point of view.
I
You've
understand
gone in with this full package.
No.
Yeah.
The frustrating thing was we lost time on the Supersport Superbike going into the TT.
Yeah.
But yeah, it probably did I didn't lose confidence. It was more we just lost a little bit of setup time.
Yeah.
So I'd look at it from that side of it.
As to everyone else having time on the bikes for the Northwest and different, you didn't have that, so you felt you were on a bit of a down from that.
Yeah, a little bit, yeah, but
Yeah.
no, I sort of didn't let it upset
No,
me.
you didn't. No, absolutely not, and I think that shows as well. Worst injury you've had?
Worst injuries I've had. I crashed probably the Ulster Grand Prix, 2014, I think it'd have been. I crashed at the Ulster, hit the bank in the Ulster, broke my wrist, my arm, shoulder, ankle, broke some ribs, punched my lung, cut my liver in half. Yeah, I've done. That's probably the worst.
I'll try and
that's
insert that clip now.
Yeah, that clip is on YouTube,
It is
I think,
on YouTube,
somewhere. Yeah,
sweet,
so
yeah.
we'll put that out there, yeah.
The on-board view with Keith and Moore turning in. There's Dean Harrison in the head. Yes, he dumped it straight away, didn't he? Keith saw what was happening and bailed out immediately. And did Dan Dean run over Keith? I think that might well have happened there.
It's a big one. It really is a big one.
That was probably the worst I've had, but no, I've done ranking at the Classic TT, didn't I? I broke the ribs off
my
my
God,
back.
so bad.
That was bad. I broke, 6 or 7 ribs down my back, ruptured my spleen. Yeah, I did that.
What happened when me and kids got there?
What do you mean?
What happened when me and kids arrived? So we got a phone call and...
So I'm in hospital, got broken ribs. They came over from England, because obviously we live in England at the time. They all tipped up and ended up with the shits. So it was an absolute disaster.
Sickness.
And sickness whilst I had broken ribs.
So he goes up to hospital, gets in there. I go, he's obviously hooked up, looking battered. And I'm like, you right, love? And I just feel myself crying. He's like, are you all right? Run to the toilet. Absolute disaster. And he's looked at me and went...
She had the shits.
He's like, what on earth's going on? So yeah, that was funny that though, wasn't it? So
No.
Yeah. No, it
It wasn't
hindsight.
funny, but now it's funny, but it wasn't then.
Yeah. Any more to elaborate on that?
No, I broke my neck at Brands.
Yeah.
No, do you know what a pain in the arse is? A high side at Darley Moor out the hairpin and fractured my hip. That would have such a frustrating one. That were annoying, but anyway,
sore.
it was sore. Yeah.
Yeah. So, what made you make the decision to move from Dow to Honda?
Do you know what? The decision came for me. It was. Do you know what? It was a massive decision for me to switch.
Yeah.
I'll be honest. Like working with Johnny, Ben, Clarissa, Somai. I've been at Dow for so long, and do you know what? I love every single one of them. I love the team. I love the way they work. But for any rider in the career to go ride at the factory Honda team, for the opportunity to arise, I have to say you have to say yes.
Yeah.
Not just because of the badge, because it's the whole thing about like being in a factory team is such a special thing. In our world, it means sort of everything. Or to me, it sort of did. So
Yeah.
I didn't want to turn the opportunity down because I feel like later on in life, you'd look back if I did turn it down, it'd be like you'd kick yourself to why didn't I take the opportunity for the experiences, new challenges and things like that. But no, it was difficult because at Dow, obviously, for me, everything was like revolved around me, and it was
Yeah.
such a good team. Even when at Braden there, still everything was behind me, sort of thing, doing the TT and the roads, and it was a massive thing for me to give up.
And then go to a team with
and
loads
go
of
to
riders.
a team, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Where it's not just built around me.
Yeah.
I'm just a piece of the jigsaw to a certain extent. I don't mean that in a bad way, but luckily I feel like I fit in really well at Honda. Everyone's really nice. Everything's going really well, and I'm looking forward to this year doing British Supersport, Northwest TT with them again. But hopefully, you never know. I might Down may have me back one day, and you never know. But
You know
I'd
what's
never
in
say
store,
never.
yeah.
I didn't leave on bad terms. I still see him now. I speak to the lads, so I don't know. I'd say thanks, really. Thank you to
that's it. So, what is Harv like as a manager in comparison to Johnny Bagnall? This is Dow manager, by the way.
Damn it.
Yeah.
John, the thing is with Johnny's Johnny, innit? I like Johnny. You know, he's funny. Johnny's funny the way he goes about things, but no, I think Johnny was good. I got along with him really well.
Yeah.
What I liked about Johnny, we could have an argument, disagreement, and we'll still be friends and go for a beer afterwards, which is what I like it, because you always don't agree in life. Harv is the busiest man in the world. Honestly, he's so busy doing everything. I don't know how he does it. He almost wants to stick a brush up his arse and run around the workshop at the same time because he's always got so much on his plate. And I respect him for it, to be honest, because he's got so much enthusiasm and want to do the job. I find it absolutely, it's almost, is it admirable, the word, what he does?
Yeah,
so,
the passion he has for Honda.
Yeah,
as well.
exactly, that's what I mean,
Yeah.
exactly. It's good to see that. So, no, two different people.
Who would your dream teammate be apart from Papa John? He's excluded from this one.
How would I like as a teammate?
Past or present? Should we say that?
You can have
Present, present, right?
I'd love to be like Barry Sheen's teammate.
Why?
Because them boys had some fun back in the day. They were always on wild parties and it wasn't as, let's say, quite as corporate as it is now. So they're always going around and doing things.
Fag it now.
But yeah, they always seem to be doing things a little bit different to how it's done now, and they look like they had a lot of fun. So I'll pick Barry Sheen.
Okay. How do you keep fit during winter and train?
My fitness regime is circuit training sessions in the gym, which we both go do.
Yep.
Cycling, enduro riding, general gym work, a little bit of running, which I'm not a fan of, to be honest. I don't like running, but I've been doing a bit of running recently. And just keeping yourself sharp and eating reasonably well. And drinking plenty of tea.
Yeah, that's absolutely very strict on your diet, aren't you? And your exercise, you've got a regime, got to follow it. You did the Gran Fondo as well, didn't you? So
Yeah, that
that's
was
what I
a bit
mean.
fun, cycle
The
race.
level of push bike cyclists you have to be to even enter. Like, you're giving yourself not as much credit there. This is why I'm here, but you're very laid back in where you're speaking a bit. You've got a very strict training regime.
Yeah, I do, yeah, to be fair.
Yeah.
She thinks I'm a bit of a square sometimes.
Yeah, it does me absolute Swede, and just eat a cake, live a little. If you had to pick between two careers, and it's absolutely fine either one, what would it be? You could only do one: enduro career or racing career, road racing. What would you pick?
Road racing.
Really? Would you?
Yeah, well, I love riding. Let's be honest, I know I do love me enduro, right? It's fun, but there's no place like racing around the TTs.
Yeah, that's okay.
Simple as that.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. If you could go back in time and change one thing, racing or non-racing, what would it be? And I'm not falling for the bull of everything happens for a reason and I won't change anything. There's got to be something.
Not meeting you.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
Oh, you twat. I walked into that one. No,
I'm joking.
Take it back. Take it back.
Do you know what? No, I think people say that. What would you change?
No, you've got to change something.
I've got to change
This
something.
is the question. You've got to change something. Come on, what would it be? What would you change? Racing or non-racing? Did you think, maybe I should have
Non-racing.
gone
All
about it
right.
this way?
Racing, I'm not sure. Non-racing, I should have listened at school. I should have been smarter.
Your dad has had such a successful career as a sidecar racer, obviously. You two were the first father and son to win in the same year. Obviously, your dad's sidecar, you...
Super twin.
You're very lucky to have parents that support you. Your mum, unbelievable. She had to cope with Dean's brothers and her son, a whole family in racing. And your dad, extremely supportive as well. Comes to most BSBs, doesn't he? All you need is there. Boot on the other foot, how would you feel if Bug did it? Max?
I'd help him if he wants to ride a bike. If he wants to go racing.
Hand on your heart, you would?
Well, yeah, you've got to do.
Yeah?
Yeah, you can't. If you fight against it, they only want to do it more, don't they?
Yeah.
So I'd help.
Yeah? What is the wisest words your dad's ever said to you?
I'll never tell you what to do. I can only advise you.
Okay. Has he ever said out about TT course? Like, has he ever sat down
When I
and
first
said-
started, he tried to tell me the sidecar lines, but the sidecar and solo lines were a little...
Peter Hickman and Davey Todd are teammates. How do you feel about that?
It doesn't bother me really, because the bikes, I feel the bike that he rode at Milwaukee, were it? Milwaukee, yeah. And the bike he'll be on now will be very similar. I can't imagine it. I can't imagine the Milwaukee bike being any worse than the FHO bike.
I think he's also fast on any bike as well.
No, his riding capability, mate. The man's twice British Superstock champion. His results speak for themselves. You know what I mean? It's unbelievable. So no, honestly, I think he'll be fast regardless of what he rides. And I don't see a big advantage in bike from the FHO to the Milwaukee. But I don't know. I might be wrong.
Yeah, that's just your opinion. Correct. So we're ending on, that's it now for questions, unless you want to add any more, answer any more you feel like. We did the pinky one on the previous video. Ending on any gossip, any news, coming up, and what do you want to see in your vlogs going forward?
What do I want to see?
What do you want to see? What do you want this channel? What would you want? Where do you want it to go? What do you want to see?
What do I want to see?
Absolutely, yeah.
I'm the one that's in it. I don't see it, do I? I'm the one that's acting in it, you idiot.
No, acting. Well, we're not, there's no script, honestly, as you can tell.
No, I can tell you what next vlog's going to be.
Absolutely, yeah.
The next vlog is going to be, I think, is it Leeds Rhinos or Tong British Championship round?
Bit of both, really. Yeah.
So we've got Tong coming up not this weekend, next weekend.
Yeah.
And then after that we have
Leeds Rhinos.
Leeds Rhinos Saturday, Tong Sunday. So we'll be vlogged there, on board camera again for the next round of the British Championship. And we'll see you there. Bees on the run up to the TT and the run to the British Championship. I'm going to do vlogging of my testing, so we'll get the testing plan in there. We're also going to get BSB rounds will be in there, the Northwest is going to be in there, the TT will be in there. So the vlogs are only going to get better.
Well, yeah, when race season starts coming up, you wanted to do spots, didn't you?
Yeah, I am going to do, actually, one I missed out, I'm going to do a TT circuit guide on the run up to the TT, so anybody is coming over to come and watch this year, I'm going to put out some of I might do like top 10 favourite places to watch, but the problem with the TT, there's that many places to watch, honestly, you could go on all day, so I'm going to whittle it down to a few where if you're coming straight off the boat, where to go watch, if you want to sit in a hedge with a sandwich box where you can watch, or if you want somewhere where you can grab a cup of tea and a cake where you can watch there. So them videos will be coming out later on in the year, so stay tuned. I'm going to jump on my little Grom MSX125 and I'm going to have a camera on it and we're going to go riding around the course and pick some places, but I'm waiting for the weather to get a little bit better because it's freezing.
It is freezing. I think we've done well to hide the shivering.
I've had to put the heating on in the van today.
Right, we'll end on that, honey.
There we go, good.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
See you next time.
Oh, anyway.